What's up? How you doing, guys? How you doing? Right, in this video I'm going to talk about a topic here briefly on the road. It's a rainy day, I'm walking in the rain, I've got to head somewhere. I want to talk to you briefly as we walk along the road. Basically, here's the thing, right? This is the topic in today's video, right? Today's topic in this one, or in this video for today. The point basically is, right, what are you afraid of? That's the point, right? That's the topic. Now, there's a lot of people that say they're not afraid of anything. You know, there's people in this world that act really tough, and they act like they're big, tough, larger than life. And maybe it's you, maybe you're that kind of person who says you've got so much respect for yourself, no other person could hold you down, you know. I'm saying in a bad way, I'm saying that, as in, you know, to you, in your opinion, you feel, and you say this out loud, that nobody, no other human being, individual or group of human beings, nobody can intimidate you or make you feel bad or make you feel, you know, afraid or control you mentally or physically in this world. Or you'll stand up to anyone, even if they're bigger and tougher, even if they've got more money than you, whatever it is. But you know, you're that kind of person that won't take shit from people, right? You're that kind of person who won't take shit for an answer, and you are in control of yourself, and you are in control of everything about your life. If you want to do it, you'll do it. You believe you can do things. You know, you're the kind of person when all odds are against you still, but you're like, you still feel, sometimes you're the kind of person who takes a challenge, you know. You're not afraid, you're not living in fear. Blue umbrella today. And you're the kind of person that, you know, will stand the rain and accomplish things and prove your point. Prove that you're tough and everything, right? And if anyone would try to mess with you, you would stand your ground, you know, warrior. In fact, you don't mind being the badass, even the bit of the bully. Sometimes there's people that don't mind being a bully. Sometimes, you know, I don't like bullies. Nobody likes a bully, but it's like you don't get any real respect either, whether you're the good guy or the bad guy. Sometimes in this world, sadly, but especially if you're the good guy. But the thing is, okay, here's the thing, right? So that's established in your mind. You're a person of principle. You're a person who stands up for what they believe in, what you believe in. Sorry. Yeah. Excuse me. Okay. So basically then, as I say, what fears have you got then? You say you've got no fears. You've already established that you're not afraid of anyone, right? You're not afraid of anything. You believe in yourself. You understand yourself. That's what you're saying, right? You're saying that there's no stress in your life. What the hell, man? In fact, you act like a gangster or a soldier. And there's some people in a big boss or whatever you are. Maybe you are a boss of a company. Who knows? And there's people in this world who are literally living that life, and they want to be gangbangers and whatever, you know. They're tough, hardened people. They might have been in and out of prison even. So there's people like this in the world who are tough, and they'll show their knife wounds. They'll show where they've been stabbed or shot, or scars from previous fights or gang fights or what it's been, or injuries they've got from being in war, or from doing whatever it has been, like dangerous situations they've been in their life. Maybe they were crippled, or they lost an eye, or they lost a leg in a war, or whatever it is, and they'll show that stuff. They'll even go, some of these people, they go to prison for years and they come out and they talk about how they used to live this gangster life, this mafia style life or whatever, and then they found God or whatever it is, or they found another one, and then they start making music or whatever and start advertising their new rap records or whatever it is on a stage at some university, giving speeches out, talking about how they were tough and they made mistakes, but they come out on top in the end, and now they're better. Now they're better, and they've learned a lot. And they've learned a lot, you know. And they say that they become better people. And all the young people are watching. I'm not saying all people are dumb, or young or old, but I'm saying, you know, you get a lot of young people that are inspired. You get a lot of young people that are inspired by that, and they think, wow, man, that's cool. Yeah, and they listen to his new rap records or whatever it is, you know. Or they'll respect this guy, this man or woman, for going through all that hardship, you know, living a dangerous life, kind of tough as well. There's something cool about it. They think it's cool. They think it's tough, and it's cool to be tough, like a gangster. Not the hero, just to be a bad person, but a badass, they feel. And they think that's okay and that's good. It's got some coolness about it. They can still see some of that gangster in that person even, who's like, now they're saying they're peaceful and all that and they're nice, kind of, but there's still a bit of like a tough ego there. They're advertising themselves, you know, and they're not really free, but they're doing better things, fair enough, better's better. But now they're like, they wanna you know, these people want to be like them people they see on the stage, you know. These young people, they see that and they want to be like that. And it's okay to give some motivation, it's okay to give some positive, you know, inspiration and stuff. Okay, fair enough, you know. But the point is, you know, what is truly positive and what's truly negative, you know. They say everybody makes mistakes in life and nobody's perfect. I've not lived a perfect life, but, you know, still, if you're openly, you know, trying to live that kind of a life, you know what I mean? It's another thing. This rain's really heavy. If you bear with me for 1 second, I'm just trying to stand at this bus stop without getting too much attention. There's a bus stop down there. If I stand at that bus stop, I'll start getting abuse from those people. And that's what I always get, but okay. I'll stand here under my umbrella, but yeah, anyway. So basically though, yeah, you know, it's a rainy day. And I just talk about it. I want to say, like, you know, it's okay. Everybody makes mistakes, you know, everybody like lives a different life. You've got different mistakes you make. But like, you don't want to keep making bad mistakes. You want to try and look and watch where you're walking and try and live better. Why is it everybody has to go through a life like that, you know? You don't have to go through a life of crazy violent stuff and negative criminal stuff or whatever, self-hate, self-harm or harming others or whatever it is, drug addiction, crime, violence. You don't have to do all that to actually come out a better person. You don't have to go through the worst. You don't have to. I feel you shouldn't need to lose a limb to know the value of having a limb. You know what I mean? You shouldn't need to have your house blown up to know what the value of having a home is. The houses, you know what I mean? Home. Why is it that we only know the value of something when it's gone, they say? Life is a beautiful thing. Life is a beautiful thing, and it's here for everybody. And you should never feel. You should always try to be less distracted by what others think or all those things in the world which are no use to you. You know. You should always look to help yourself. You should always seek positivity. You know. Not because I'm saying it. It's what it will be what's right for you. And the point is, a bit noisy on this road. Sorry. But the point is, you know, that, yeah, you should be able to see that and study and try to be smart, right, and see what's right. So what are you afraid of? What is pushing you into the corner to do all these negative things? And we're going to talk about this in another video. I think I'll cover it again a bit in a different way. In this video, I'm just talking about these different sides of life and what is it that pushes a person to want to be so negative? What is it that pushes a person to want to, you know, be self-harm, living a dangerous life like that, you know? And just trying to be a certain way. What is it that pushes a person to want to do all those things? Taking drugs, drinking too much, smoking marijuana, whatever it is, weed, trying to get high, or injecting some drugs into your body, meth or whatever drugs it is you're injecting into your body, or you're taking pills, or you're smoking anything, all that stuff because you want to chill out or trip out or get high, or because you got stress, right? The stress. Life's hard, man. Is life easy for you? Even the toughest guys. It's very windy here. Very windy here. Very windy here. I'm getting rain blown at me. I'm getting rain blown at me from all angles. But yeah, you know, I mean, you've got all this stuff. You've got all this stress in your life. You're talking about pressure and stuff. Life's not easy, right? And you're the tough guy. You're the tough guy, right? I've got this rain blasting at me here too. You know, you've got all this stuff coming at you, and you're supposed to be so tough, you know, very tough and not afraid of anyone, and you're this big tough person, whether it's just in your job, where you're working in your job as a boss or whatever, or I don't care who it is, wherever you are, whoever you're working with, or maybe you're a gangbanger or whatever it is, right? Think about your life, you know, I'm just saying, okay? You say you're not afraid of anything or anyone, but there's things that are controlling you. The world's controlling you because of the stress you have. You live in a certain way. Even if you've got money or you've got a place to live, you know, you've got money and you've got food, you know, and you're alive. Maybe that money comes from like illegally, like through drugs or whatever, I don't know, or gangbanging stuff or whatever it is. But you've got this money now and you're living just basically, you don't want to settle. Nobody wants to settle for like a basic life, like just a roof over their head, a place to live, and food, and you know, some peace. They're always around people. It seems like people are controlling you. They want to be in control of people because for fear of not being in control of people, it's like people control them. They become a slave to people's opinions and people's attitudes towards you. If you're not respected or valued or put up on a high pedestal, if you're not seen as someone tough or someone great in the eyes of the people, you feel like you ain't shit, you're nothing, you're not worth a thing, you know? And that is a false thing. That is very, very sad, because you lose all power and you continue to be a negative person and bring yourself a negative life. You really do. You may say you've got more money than some people, you may flash gold chains around your neck, you may be the toughest guy in a prison, but you're still in a prison. You know, you may, and fair enough, you can't change situations, but if you're in the jungle, I understand it, like even Rambo said it, right? Fair enough, to win a war you've got to become war and all that, and if you're in a war, if you're in a dangerous situation, you're in a jungle, you need to become kind of able to adapt and deal with that situation. If you're too soft, I understand what you're saying. You've got to you need to swim in the water, so to speak. You need to fight amongst the tigers. All right, I get it. But the point is, how are you living? And are you a slave to people? Are you really a slave to people? Like where they rule you in your mind, they rule you in the way you're living. And all those terrible things you do to harm yourself, the time you waste, the energy you waste, and this work and energy you're burning up and wasting all this time and energy and everything on people. And this way of life, it's not really a way of life, it's just literally a slave existence, like a robot, like a machine. Like a machine, you know? And there's no meaning to it. Even if you get money's just a number. Gold chains and all the things you have, all those material things, 10 sports cars, they're just things, they're nothing really. I don't have all that. Maybe you own a couple of mansions, I don't have all that. But you can only sleep on one bed. You can only sleep on one bed, you know, you can only eat off that plate, you know what I mean? You only got one, you can only sit on one toilet, you know what I mean? Right with that one pen. right with that one pen. So it's like literally you've got this one body, this one time in life, one mind, where you can use it to make some good for yourself. I think a human being, especially as someone who values themselves truly and respects themselves, who's smart and intelligent, maybe you're not the most educated or whether in the world or even known, understood or whatever, but it's like in yourself, if your wisdom and you're learning more day by day, and you know yourself more than anybody else, even your pain and your suffering, you still know that you've got more, you should have more ability to control yourself. Now I understand who's putting food on your plate, whether you're living in danger, and you need to live, and I know all that, I understand all that, I understand it from that point of view. But reality is, if you've got a roof over your head, there's people that have got loads more money than I've got, and they've got a place to live and everything, you know, their own place, and they're still not happy and peaceful, and it's like they're slaves to their addictions and their fears of other people. I'll talk to you again very soon. I've got to get my bus now, okay? Peace.